What up? What up? What up? Welcome
What
to the
it do?
freaking Mean Green Show. All right. So typically it's just two people in this room, but today we got a whole tribe behind. Shout out to the tribe behind the screen working the cameras and the board while they work out.
We got one on animal control right now.
All right. So y'all know my guy Jared. Tell him what's up, Jay.
What's going on, y'all?
All right. They hear a lot about this guy. This
Yeah.
guy is
They know a lot about this guy.
Yeah, it seems like his name comes up a lot.
Yeah.
He's definitely someone that comes onto the podcast a lot in the comment section and
Absolutely.
make sure people know the rhythm of Mean Green. But today, man, I want to introduce my buddy, my friend, my brother, Dame. Tell him what's up, D.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
D, man, we're gonna do something a little different, Jared.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Are you getting nervous?
I am, but
he
let's go with
get
it.
the first hand see that we don't script this stuff. It's not like,
Oh, yo.
hey, today we're gonna talk about this. Today's show will be led by Money Dame. All
Y'all,
right.
they got me.
So
They got
Dame,
me good.
it's your flow. You can ask us whatever. You can tell us to shut up and you talk for the remainder of the show.
All right.
But I am from me to you. I am grateful that you're here. I know you've been on the podcast once before. I know for sure. But what are we talking about today?
Y'all, some of the things run through my mind when Chris asked me to lead the podcast today. But I think today we're going to talk about cultivating friendships within the gym. I think this is going to be a good one. So before we get started, we're going
Okay.
to play a little game of this or that.
Oh, he ready?
Hold on. I do have a question because I feel like I didn't say that to you earlier, did I?
No, you did it. You did it.
But we talked about it because of who was going to potentially be on the
Yeah.
show. Dang, confirmation.
Yep.
Confirmation.
Like
All
you
right, Money.
said.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
That's crazy.
Chris, I'm going to start with you first. This or that, burpees or bodyweight step-ups?
Bodyweight step-ups.
Jared, burpees or bodyweight step-ups?
Burpees.
It's neither for me. That's all I'm gonna say. It's neither for me. Let's see. We're gonna say power cleans or thrusters.
Power cleans all day.
Power cleans.
Yeah, I'm gonna say power cleans. I hate thrusters. Thrusters is not for me.
Power cleans.
Let's go with squat cleans. And what else? What else I can throw out at y'all? Squat cleans and let's say push press.
How my back feel that day?
Are you going 75? You going 95? What you doing?
Squat cleans.
Okay.
Squat cleans.
Push press.
I'm gonna go with push press.
Yeah.
I have to. It's one of my favorite movements within the gym.
Yeah.
It gets me going.
Especially split press.
Hold on.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
know.
yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, Jerry, we're not gonna start.
Hold on. This is Mr. I hate upper body.
I do hate upper body, but you're using your legs a little bit.
Okay.
I like
you
working
can-
out my
I
legs.
get
Y'all, I
that.
hate upper bodies. That's why I hate working out with Jerry in the morning because he want to get me stronger, but
Oh,
y'all, it
man.
really kills me. When I look at these two individuals, I see brothers. I see really good close friends, and
Likewise.
I'm just glad to be a part of this gym and being able to like really grow a friendship and a relationship with y'all. So I just
Well
want to
done,
say
man.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting me and having me within the gym. It means a lot to me, and we are family, so I'm here for it. Chris, tell us about how you met Jared.
I met Jared through Milton.
Oh dang, this is gonna be a different episode for
Right.
sure.
This is good. I like the way it feels over here. Right. I met this guy through Milton. Milton and him lived across the street, right, Jay?
Yep.
And I've seen Jared before. He was younger. Like, you were young. And then next thing I know, Milton was like, yo, we have a guy. He wants to be a trainer. And he's already, in good shape. And he's already conditioned to be a trainer. I think you were already NASM certified at the time. And I was like, who? And he said your name. I was like, you talking about the kid across the street? He's like, he ain't no kid no more, man. That is a grown man. So next time I saw you, I think you came to the Chimney Rock location,
Yeah.
I want to say, and then had the opportunity to train Jared a little bit, getting prepped for playing some pro football. And from then on, man, he can't get rid of me. So that's how I met him. Is that the right story?
Is that
Yeah.
the right story?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got nervous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Jared, what was your first impression of Chris?
Oh, snap.
Dang. First impression of
Let me drink
Chris.
some water.
Man, I think when I first, I met Milton, but obviously I met Milton kind of growing up. So Milton was always like that. He was like same age as my parents, and there was like that kind of almost could be my dad.
His old ass.
Yeah. So, you're not old, Milton. But no,
Just a little bit.
when I
Not
met
just-
Chris, it's like, oh yeah, that's my brother. So I kind of grouped him into that category as far as like, older.
His old ass, too.
So, my first impression was like, yeah, he's in the fitness space, but I kind of looked to him as like a, older guy in the game. But honestly, I think it took a couple days to a week of being able to talk to you that I realized it was different as far as the way I was able to communicate to you. And y'all have heard me say it before on the podcast. Like growing up, it felt like, I grew up on stay out of grown folks' business. So you were kind of that. You 10 years older than me, so it's kind of like that middle range where you older, but we can still vibe, right? We can still talk. So I picked that up, like I said, maybe a week or two into getting to know him. But first impression was he old.
He old.
Let me see. My first impression of Chris.
I remember.
I really wanted to, y'all. That was the day I wanted to like. Gut punch
It must have been a
Chris.
hard workout.
It was my first workout, and it was like
In
I
the
think
new
it was
year.
the beast class, and I came up. It was the $20 jump start. I didn't know nothing, didn't know what I was doing. Never touched a kettlebell a day in my life, and this man put a kettlebell in my hand. And he was like, "Nah, I think I'm gonna give you a bigger one." I'm looking like, what? A bigger one? Form was horrible. I wish I could see the video. If we could play, oh my God, I wish I could see the video. And he started pushing me, and I never had nobody give me that push before.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
think this might be a cool dude.
You know.
Even though I don't like him in this moment, I think this might be a cool dude.
Yeah.
So, and since then, man, I just feel like our friendship has just blossomed.
Absolutely.
I know I can call you my brother. I can call you whenever something
Absolutely.
is going wrong. When something is going great, I feel like I can call you. So, yeah, that's my first
Yeah.
impression.
Two things I would like to say. The first one, it doesn't have nothing to do with what you said.
Yeah.
I just want to give my boy James a huge shout out.
Hey, he
My
working
boy.
that
Working his
camera.
For those that are on live right now, I want you to comment down below. Like, how they getting them dope angles? It is my boy James, man. He's supposed to be working out. But number two, a name that came to my head. Whatever. I got something.
Because when that camera on him, he gonna say y'all don't love me.
Yeah.
And I,
Because I didn't see it. So
I
thank
love
you.
him,
Thank,
so
thank
I
you.
That's when you know you got a brother. Right? Did I get
Make
it?
sure I'm right,
I
y'all.
got
All right. Point two would be for Dame. I remember meeting you, and you get a lot of people that come into the gym, and I try my best to push every single one of you that come into the doors. I wanted to give a shout out to Shanice. I remember Shanice training. She used to do the classes. She wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was a trainer yet or not, or in the middle. But she was like, I like him. There's something good about his spirit. He's gonna stay. She told me that. And it was like your first week, and so I definitely want to give credit where credit is due. But I remember Money training with the training bar. Remember that? And it is with Mean Green specifically. I think it can be a little bit intimidating. So you can imagine a Margaret or a Shanice or whatever lady, and Brittany, they're all super strong, and then Money coming in like, hold on. And sometimes as a man, you like, hey, I need to lift heavy, but you have to start with the foundation to gain the foundation.
Yeah.
And I remember that about Money, but after that, man, it just seemed like I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
I really don't want to say it.
Say it.
What's
Say it.
interesting is like everybody has these top MySpace friends, right? For
Yeah.
those that remember MySpace, you had like your top 3, top 5, whatever it was. Dame in the gym like skipped everybody's line, so like
we're like straight to top 5.
yeah, everybody's top 5, right? I've had people be like, man, I've been knowing him or her for so long, and he already close to them. Then I've been trying to get the. I'll be like, man, you got to know Money. So
I think it was because like I came to I'm a very friendly person. And so when I came to the gym, even when I didn't know nobody, I still speak to people because, I'm just sitting in the back. I don't want to be working out by myself. Like, I'm going to need somebody to help me out or encourage me because, I was struggling. Struggling. Let me look into the camera. Struggling. It was a struggle. So I think this is just how I got to, like, know so many different people. And they feel like I probably touched their lives, but they definitely touched mine. Just developing a relationship with Brittany, Whitney Carter.
shout out to B, Britt, Whit,
J-Hop,
Hoppy,
Margaret, Will,
I'm the hype man.
Jesse,
Will, Jesse, what's up, Christian?
If I forgot somebody's name, like, please don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head, because I'm very forgetful. But just like meeting those individuals and just learning from them and growing with them has just like been a complete pleasure for me. So I just want to give y'all a little shout out.
Absolutely.
For sure. I would ask Jared, when you look at this gym and you see the friendships that have grown, how does that make you feel? What they have blossomed, I would say. How does that make you feel?
I just think it's. I don't know. How do you put it into words? Honestly,
okay.
I don't have words to put it into. One of the transitions a lot of people make when they, do certain things in their lives. Sometimes they get out of certain friend groups and gain others. So honestly, this might be a transition for some people. Taking care of your health. A lot of times you'll hear it when you try to elevate yourself. If people aren't trying to elevate with you, sometimes they'll try to keep you in that space or pull you down. So I can only imagine, if you're trying to elevate your life, you might have some people that are trying to pull you down. So to be able to come to a place and surround yourself and create new friends that are all trying to elevate and do the things that you're doing, I think it's unmatched. It's hard to find. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about Mean Green. Like, a lot of people here, I also hear people say this a lot, it's hard to make friends as an adult.
Yes.
But
yes.
I feel like it's not hard to make friends at Mean Green.
No.
That is true. I thought about some more names. Julie. Wendy.
He felt y'all. He felt them thinking.
Yes, I was thinking about it as he was talking, because I remember Simone's first day, and me and her was working outside beside each other in the heat.
Love me some Simone.
We was outside. It was we were still in COVID, and it was her first day. She didn't know nothing. She was nervous, and I just remember like just talking to her, and she motivated me. Like, anytime I worked beside somebody that knew, and I see like they're really trying, and they're like going for it, and I'm like, okay, I need to push even harder because they're pushing. So, Chris, I'm actually the same question I asked Jared.
Okay, questions like that go by real fast for me. What was it again?
So, how does it make you feel to see friendships being blossomed within Mean Green?
Oh man, it's everything. Our next staff meeting, we're gonna dig in really deep about that. But the relationships that I see, just even this past weekend with an event we hosted, one of our members got proposed to because of the event. Right? Think about it. 6 months ago, she met her fiance, and now they're engaged. Right?
Congratulations.
Right. The TBs of the group meeting her husband at the top of Herman Park Hill. She told me one day, she said, I'm going to meet my husband at this hill. She ended up actually meeting her husband at the hill. People on this platform that we're talking with, right? They're dating because of potentially meeting at the class. Like, that in itself, man. And it's not just those that are dating. It's the friendships, right? I can tell you I've been in more, at least 10 weddings from people that I've met within Mean Green. I've been, I think, 3 best mans, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Within Mean Green. So, that in a nutshell. And the opposite side, I would like to pour out the importance of the relationships that I built not because of members, but also just being Mean Green, right? Because a lot of people don't train with us, but because of an opportunity that I have to be, I guess, a leader in the fitness space in Houston, I've met so many amazing people because of that. So it's not just within the doors for me as well. It's for being a staple of fitness. Think of the Beast Mode games. Like, that wasn't Mean Green. That was a collaboration of a lot of fitness enthusiasts. And I just love that in itself. So to be Mean Green from a standpoint of indoors and for those that you touch, not just within fitness, but just for those that admire what we do, means the world to me.
I love that. And speaking of the Beast Mode games,
I'm good at this.
Huh?
I said, damn, good at this.
I went to school for journalism.
I forgot about that.
Yes,
okay.
So speaking of the Beast Mode games, I've been tagged in a couple videos about hipping out my girl Key. I'm gonna give you a shout out. You know what I mean? I think she was on her last portion of the workout, and my girl wanted to give up. Like, she really wanted to give up. And I was drilling in her head like, girl, like, you ain't gonna give up. You ain't gonna give up. You got this. You got this. But by working out with her, we do boot camp with each other. We do classes with each other. I know the type of motivation that she needs, and she needs someone to do the workout with her.
Absolutely.
So, I took off. Everybody call it my Sunday's best, but I had just came from a graduation, and I knew she needed me in that moment.
Yeah.
So, I jumped in, I did the workout with her, and my girl finished. And I see that happens a lot of time within the gym, like people constantly encouraging each other, pushing each other to be their best. Can you describe a moment where you've seen that happen?
Ooh,
Whether
a
it's
moment.
in the gym or at a Beast Mode games?
Moments, right? I think it's so many that I've been able to witness. I think the one that's it's the Mean Green Show, so y'all know I get really personal. I think the one that stands out more than anyone was the classes. Yeah, the classes that I didn't do it for them; they did it for me. A friend of mine, Charlie, passed. He didn't pass. I'm sorry. He was struggling. It was hard for me, and I remember I taught the first class. It was 4 classes that evening. I taught the first class. I worked out in the second class. I worked out in the third class. I worked out in the fourth class. It was my way of numbing my body where I can try not to process and think about it. And nobody stopped me because I'm real big on overtraining. I always be like, man, you don't need to do back-to-back classes. But that day, everybody knew what I was doing. They was just like, Chris is just – he don't know how to respond to this. And I just remember people doing back to the Brits and it's just a lot of JPs that they would do classes back to back with me because they was like, oh, Chris is about to do every class. He's being really weird, but we're going to support him in this moment. But again, it wasn't me or a trainer jumping in. It was Mean Green jumping in for me. So I needed them in that moment, and they were there. So
I love that. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all who was there with Chris in the trenches when he was doing the back-to-back classes.
Yeah.
I love it. Jared, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Can you give us a time where someone helped supported you, whether it was Beast Mode's games, class, whether you were training for football? Like, when have a friend really came in and stepped in and helped you out?
From the Mean Green family. I think y'all remember last year when I went down for a while in December. Actually, it's coming up, my downtime anniversary. It was a really bad week for me last year. But I got calls, I got texts, I got I guess you can call it care packages. And I remember my girl Mui.
Shout out to Mui. And Mui. I can't forget about my Beast Mode friend, my Beast Mode partner, Mui.
Man.
My original push partner.
Yeah, the OG. Yeah, she we were like texting or something. I forgot what exactly we were doing, but she was like, "You're stuck in the house, and here you go." And she sent me like a $25 DoorDash gift card or something like that. So just the thoughtfulness and
that's dope.
the love in this family is just unreal. And I think everybody gets it. Like if you know somebody and you open yourself up and you're close to the family, like my story, that's not a unique story when it comes to Mean Green. Like, like, oh, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably said, oh, I remember when so-and-so did that. Oh, I remember when so-and-so did that. And honestly, for birthdays, like I know a lot of people don't want to come and do birthday burpees. But
I don't. I hate birthday burpees.
But if you notice, everything that we're talking about right now, we end that tradition, right? Like everybody, at least if you do them the right way,
right?
You know, you're doing. Let's say you're turning 26.
You're talking to me.
You know, you do 16, and you know, Mean Green family gonna take you to 26.
Yeah.
And that's how we do them. So we always do the last 10 with whoever it is.
That's what's up.
So it's kind of, again, it's in our identity to just love and to carry and to push forth.
I'm always curious to learn, so I'm going to ask a question to Money Dame. All right?
Wow.
And then you take it. So for me, was that an adjustment for you or for others that you know that came in that was like, why they all like each other? Why are they high-fiving and fist-pumping? Like, why do people actually like each other in this gym?
You know, I'm going to go, speaking of marathon, so my friends know, it was like, oh, Damion not doing it at 5 o'clock, he not doing it at 6 o'clock because he's going to be with his Mean Green family. So when Brittany asked us to run a marathon, I asked one of my best friends, because we were growing close in the relationship. We met through a mutual friend, and we had made a promise that we were going to start, like, hanging out more, doing events and stuff. And y'all actually met him at Pickleball, Roderick. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to ask him to, you know, run a marathon with us or whatever. So he came. He ran the marathon. We all went out to eat. And then later on in the day, he said, I see why you be at the gym.
Oh, wow.
I see why you be around these people as much as you do. He was like, they're really nice. They're very supportive. They're loving. And I've been trying to get him to come to the gym, but he works like crazy.
We're going to get him.
Yes, we are.
2023.
We're gonna keep adjusting them schedules.
Got to. When I first joined, I don't really know if I was really thrown off about y'all loving each other or things like that, because I saw that people wanted to get better, and I can tell that everybody in the class wanted everybody else to get better. So it didn't throw me off at all.
Okay.
I think it throws everybody else off who's not a part of Mean Green, and they see how close we are. But it ain't throw me off at all.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're probably still here.
Oh, absolutely. Because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's fair.
Absolutely. All right. I didn't even ask a question, but.
Oh, no, you're fine. Sometimes it really trips me out that I'm still here. Not like in a crazy way, but I'm like, dang. I really
how
love
long
these
you
people.
been here?
Oh, 3 years? I think going on 3 years. I was like, man, I really love these people. I've been invited to weddings, y'all, baby showers, birthdays, any kind of celebration, Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, Halloween parties. Like, whatever it is, it's always a good time when you're around family and friends. So,
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
It's one of the best feelings. I know.
You know what I think is cool? I'm going to give a shout out to Reggie C.
Reggie C.
To Reggie C. Fitness.
Holla at my boy Reg.
Man, I think it's cool that Beast Mode games. I don't know if y'all saw.
I did.
They brought their whole family, and I'm talking, it was a party over there.
Yeah.
Like,
it was.
And you can tell that they like each other. They love each other. It's a nice big family. What I love about Mean Green, and I don't know their culture because I'm not a part of it, but from my perspective looking at it, I don't know if that's me, right? I'm not. You're not gonna see me dancing and doing.
Come on, bro.
The cuff it. The cuff it. You're not gonna see me
that?
doing
Oh,
none of that. But obviously, we had even some of our family go join theirs to go join the dance.
Absolutely.
I think
I'm a step every time.
I was gonna say, I think the thing that I also love about Mean Green is the dynamics of our family.
Yeah.
Like, we have, the woman dominant environment, but we also have the male.
That's
like
true.
we're so well rounded on different ends. I think that's what I love about Mean Green. Like, we could be athletes here.
Yeah.
I kind of compare it to my. I'm gonna be brutally honest right now. My North Side boot camp and my South Side boot camp. My South Side boot camp is kind of active. Like, let's go play kickball, let's play pickleball, let's do stuff. My North Side boot camp is like, let's go eat.
We going to Chili's.
Let's go eat something.
You know why they say
Do I
let's
really
go
gotta
eat?
drive into the city?
Because he worked them out. He worked them hard, so they're hungry.
So that's kind of
They're hungry.
the ability to kind of have those different groups, but have something for everybody within a family, I think is pretty dope. Because again, I can be my non-dancing, two left-footed self. I can have a great time at a Mean Green party still, but then our top of the line Urkas can go and dance all night and have a good time with themselves as well. So I like it.
I love that. Question for both of y'all: what friendships that you seen made you excited? Out of two people, random people, and they became friends.
Not me, but just two.
Yeah, in the gym.
I won't even go marriage because a lot of marriages are taking place. But two friendships, and they didn't know each other prior to. Man, that's some tough ones. That's a tough question. I'm gonna start with. You said the gym.
Gym, boot camp,
It don't matter.
Mean Green as a whole.
First name I'm gonna say is Erica Davis, and then I'm gonna pick one of her friends, Valencia, VG. I point both of them out because they both been there for the good, the great, and some challenging times. And even to this day, from their families being with each other to traveling to being there for excellence, and also from some of the hardships, I've seen them, and I've seen them together so much. If I wasn't who I was, I would think they did not meet at Mean Green. So I think that's dope. The second one, let's go with a guy. Man, that's tough. That was boot camp. Let's go gym. This is tough. I would say Juice, and he's cool with so many people. Juice and Jason Miller.
Okay, I can definitely see that.
they didn't know each other right prior to Mean Green, but
that's a weird friendship. I don't know why.
It's funny. It's not surprising.
It's not surprising at all. But like I'm just thinking of the two different people and their personalities.
Oh, it's probably not. You know what?
Juice is just laid back, and Jason is like,
y'all would have to know them.
Right.
Like, Juice is gonna be like, man, what's up, man?
What's up, dog?
And Jason gonna be just freaking Jason.
There's Jason.
But the coolest thing that I've seen about both of them, you know. We probably should have called HR 100 times on Jason Miller, right? That's just the truth, right? For funny things, right? I'm not. When I say that, I'm being funny, trying to, but it's sense of truth. But Jason, when it comes to me and Mean Green, you don't need a manual. That dude got my back. He has Mean Green back like no other. It can be the flood, it can be a tropical storm. That boy would swim to the gym just to make sure it's okay. And the reason why I put them two together, because that's who Juice is for me. Me and Juice went to high school together. He's a couple years older than me, but ever since I met him, we played varsity together. I was a freshman and he was a senior, and he just took me on his wing. And since then on, man, he's always been big bro. He was a club promoter, and I wasn't of age, but when I would come to the Grasshopper. I can't think of the name of the club, but I would go to different clubs. He would get me in. And when Mean Green started, I used to put my phone number on the shirts. He was one of the people that would wear that shirt at the park like he was paying me, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was there to help me grow Mean Green. But both of them are the same person for me. Jason's going to be there no matter what. Juice is the same way. So when I seen them both become friends, I was like, yeah, great people are around great people. So to answer your question, for a very short question, long-winded Chris. There you go.
Okay. I love that, though. I love that. Jason and Juice, surprising friendship, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Same question for you.
I'm gonna go Bootcamp.
Okay.
Show them a little bit of love. Two people. One close friend with me. I'm gonna take it back to high school. My girl Raven.
Right.
I just love Raven so much. Shout out to you, Raven. My girl.
Raven and I feel horrible right now.
Why?
'Cause I'm looking at his face.
Who, me?
You're the second one though.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw you in there. Raven made really good friends with somebody from boot camp.
Roderick
goes by a different name sometimes. So
he does.
He be killing me. Roderick. Raven and Roderick, they became good friends, and I didn't even know. I found out through like an Instagram post.
Oh, really?
They were like out at brunch or dinner or something like that. And I'm cool with Raven. I went to high school with her. I was like, wait, y'all know each other?
Right.
She was like, yeah, we hang out. I said,
Dang.
oh, dang. So it was pretty cool. And, I know she has friends outside of boot camp, but then I started like really seeing that she was going places and doing things, and almost every time it was either Roderick or somebody from Mean Green. I was like, oh, dang.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, to be able to see that. And, again, it's nothing that I fostered. Even though I went to high school with her. Like, I wasn't like, hey, y'all, this is my friend Raven. Y'all come hang out with us. It's like, no, she was just able to build those relationships. So I really thought that was cool. So those are the first two. The second two is you and Key.
Oh, that's my girl.
You and Key.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's my girl.
I know you best friends with everybody. But especially for her, I just think it's cool because she came in, and Key can be closed off when it comes to expanding herself. She could definitely be closed off when trying to make new friends and whatnot. But to see how both of y'all honestly have embraced each other.
They funny.
Exactly.
If y'all only knew a minute, the gym.
They are funny.
So to see that, you inspire her to actually come work out. You keep her excited when the workout is hard, and she like, I ain't doing that. But Dame going, so I'll be there for him.
Yeah. She left me hanging last week. I will say that.
Yeah, she chose to get her nails done instead. But just to see that relationship and to see it basically all come to fruition, like at the Beast Mode games. That for me, everybody kept saying, "Jared, what are you doing?" Because I was just laughing. But it's just because I was honestly, I guess this is my admitting time, but I was it was a joyful moment for me because Chris, I don't know how much you can inspire Tina. Because she's probably going to say something to her, and she's probably going to be like, shut up, get out my face.
Nah, he know what he talking about.
So for me, like, I knew it was that moment. She was looking at me like, I'm about to stop, and there's nothing you can say to me. So I was like, just keep going.
Yeah.
That's all I can say to you right now. Just
Yeah.
keep going. Like, I'm not about to sit here and talk in your ear and XYZ because you're not going to listen to me.
Right.
But to see everybody,
That
like
was-
she had at least 7 or 8 people.
It was
in
like
the
awesome.
10.
games. Yeah.
It was like 10 people.
That was
around
awesome.
her.
Everybody cheering her on. You're
That
not
was
going to
awesome.
stop clapping, cheering her on. And then to see Dame half naked, just stripped down
Y'all have to see it.
and say, I'm about to do this with you.
Is that on anybody's Instagram grid or something?
Julie.
I think so.
Julie?
posted.
Y'all go look at Julie. Dame
It's on her
had,
story. It's on her story.
it's on the story. We're going to
Yeah.
make that a post on the Beast Mode page.
I
Yeah.
think so.
That was classic.
My dog came from a graduation dressed up, stripped down, and just did them
Jumped
with her.
in.
And like for me, like I'm just like
Yeah.
that's.
We couldn't even get him. It wasn't even like, hey, y'all get him off the course. He's not enrolled to be here. It was like, man, hell with it. Let him go. You know what I mean?
You
No,
know,
that was awesome.
It was just the first thing that it wasn't even a thought. I would say I just knew to do it.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, it's my girl.
what
It's
y'all
been
do.
moments where she pushed me in the gym doing heavyweight. Yeah, I don't like to go heavy at all. Who I don't know what it is this past year. I've been like, I'm just gonna coast it on now.
He be working.
Let's do the
He be
bare
working.
minimum. I do be working, y'all. I do be working. But
But James killing these shots though.
he is. I just, like,
My
I'm
boy
trying not to
killing
look. I'm
these
trying not to look. I'm
shots.
like, dang, like he's really getting it, y'all. Shout out to him. He gonna be the new camera director.
Gotta get some
But
funding.
I knew if it was me,
Yeah.
she would have done it for. I hope. Well, I know she would have done it for me, but depending on the workout, she like, all right, you got it, you got it. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
like
So let me ask you, what are 2 surprise friendships? You have a lot of friendships in the gym.
I do.
What
I
are,
do.
What are 2 surprise friendships for yourself? Like, dang, outside of that gym, I don't know if I ever would have talked to them.
Who?
Like him, for him, his two outside from. Okay.
Dang, me. Okay, so
He got a lot of
y'all.
them.
It's so many people that I really adore and I care about at this gym. I feel like me and Brittany would have been friends if I would have met her outside the gym. So I can't
Okay.
even say her. I would say you, Jared.
Ooh.
It definitely surprised me because I think when I came back from San Francisco, I went to Napa, y'all. I had fun. I had a time. I definitely had a time.
In Napa, California.
And so when I came back to the gym, there was like no introduction. You was just in the class. And you was just like walking around, and I'm like, who is this guy? Who is he? And you was quiet. You didn't say much.
Uh-huh.
And I guess like you was just like filling everything out. And over time, you know, we'll talk every now and then, but just be like, hey, how you doing or whatever. And I think it's when I actually came to a boot camp class, and we worked out. And, you know, I'm just being myself. I'm laughing, talking to everybody, encouraging people because we all dying.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I really enjoyed your comeback, man. So I started coming back to boot camp more often.
Yeah.
And then, like, over time, we just, like, cultivated, like, this friendship and this brotherhood. And I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I was
That's a
very,
good one.
very, very surprised.
That's a good one.
Who else? It's so many people, y'all.
That's tough.
It is. It's really is. I'm trying to find a quiet person within the gym.
Quiet.
Cause Jared is quiet. No, I'm gonna say somebody's loud. I can't say Key. You already used that. I can't say Jason. Cause outside of Chris and Shanice, Jason was like over there helping me struggle, putting more weight on the bar, and I was like, get out my face. Who else? I would say Whitney Carter.
Oh my girl, Wit.
I would say Whitney
Weird.
Carter, cause she's not. If she don't know you, it's not a lot of words.
Yeah.
She'll speak and she'll go about her business. But it was during we was coming in the gym during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
After we got clearance to come back, and it'd be like just me and her, maybe J Hop. It was probably like 5 of us in the class.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, like me and Whitney has gotten like so close. Like we was Instagramming each other, like texting each other, like, "Hey, you coming to the gym?" Like people think Brittany's the middleman for relationships, but she wasn't, because Brittany wasn't coming to the gym like that. Like she was with her grandmother, she was with her, so she was with her family, so she was working out at home a lot. And so like me and Whitney was able to develop this relationship
I didn't
without
know that.
the big piece that everybody think bring everybody together. And
That's awesome.
I love that. And then over time, and Brittany started coming back, and me and her started developing our relationship.
Yeah.
And like, they've been my girls.
Yeah. Now
It's
we
been
can't
my guy.
separate y'all.
Can I be honest about our friendship?
Yeah.
because you admitted it to me, it meant so much to me.
I'm getting scared.
No, nothing crazy. But you did tell me, and maybe it was from the trip. I don't know when you told me this, but you told me that you didn't like I don't even know what you call it, like the macho dude.
I did it.
Yeah. Like
I did it.
The man's man, the dude. Yeah. Like
I did it.
You told me you weren't a fan of that, and coming in, you kind of got that from me.
Yes.
So to be able to cultivate the friendship we have now.
Yeah.
And to be able to hear like where you were and how I've had to grow and I've had to do X, Y, Z, and to be able to say like now we're really, really good friends. Like that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's because of y'all that I have a growing and solid relationship with my older brother.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that. Like I have an older brother. We talk more, and if people ask me if I have older siblings, I bring them up. We look just alike. Like if he was walking through the door, you think this is my twin. He's just like 6'3".
Yeah.
But you think this is my twin. But it's because of y'all. I didn't talk to him as much.
Wow.
We didn't text. We don't see each other. I think coming to this gym made me more comfortable with, I would say, the macho man.
Yeah.
Because we was in two different lanes in life. Y'all know me. Y'all know who I am. I didn't play sports. He played basketball, all-star, whatever. I don't know the terminology for it, but he was one of them guys. Big into sports, ladies, man, all that. That wasn't who I was. Like, I ain't gonna play no sport. Well, I do now.
Good, y'all.
I should have played football.
I love football.
I should have played football back in the day.
Yeah.
If I would have known, I would have been good at it. Because I thought I would have sucked. Let's be honest. But like being around y'all and just like learning more about who y'all are and meeting people where they at.
Yeah.
Because I never thought about doing that. And so it was just like one day I just reached out to him and I was just like, hey man, I hope you're good. Just know that I love you and I would really like to like develop a stronger relationship,
wow.
like with you. And come to find out we have more in common than I thought.
Man.
Like both like sports, but besides that, family men. I don't got no kids, but he got 2. We both like baseball. Would have never thought that.
Wow.
It's just a lot of things now that we both into fashion. We both model.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot that we actually have in common.
That's incredible.
I owe that to y'all. I owe that to this gym.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
So now I have a new friendship and relationship with my brother.
Snaps and claps on that. That's dope.
Snaps and claps. It wouldn't have happened.
That's dope. What I got? Shoot, I didn't lost time. I'm just enjoying it.
That was amazing. Man.
I will say one thing, but I have to give a shout out to my guy behind the camera again.
Bro,
He's
you doing
killing
it.
it,
We really
y'all.
appreciate it. So with that, I'm gonna ask him because the cool thing that I think Mean Green represent is like you've been saying, it's not about being comfortable with who you know when you come. It's also about learning what someone does and don't do because you don't get to see them all the time. I don't think you get to take James' class that much.
I don't.
Right? So James, we're gonna do this right here on the Mean Green Show. James, what would you ask Dame, or Dame, what would you ask James? Like, just shoot the spit. Like, what would you ask them to learn, or what would you want to know outside looking? Because I'm guessing you follow him on social media, or you see him here and there. So let's start with since he's warmed up, we'll give you some time to think of something. Dame, what would you want to ask James?
All right. When you first, I don't know y'all relationship. I don't know how. I would start off with this, like how you were introduced to Mean Green.
And I just repeat everything you say.
Hold on, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, we get some more viewers. He come on the camera. You know what I mean? Turn the other way, though. Turn the other way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he got his shirt off.
Yeah, he don't want to come. We trying to get the reviews. You know what I mean?
So I had the pleasure of getting introduced to Mean Green in 2012. I was doing a boot camp next door to Mean Green. We're talking about millions of people at Mean Green and 2 people at my camp, right?
He being modest.
This was a really humbling experience because this guy we didn't know from our left and right made his duty to be an open door policy for us with our 2 clients. You know, gave us the blueprint, poured into us every year up until this day, just always checking up on us. So that was the first introduction of that family culture that I see every day now in Mean Green.
That's dope. Thank you. So what would you ask, since you got the mic, what would you ask Money Dame if you haven't been able to ask him something or curious about something? It'd be cool to kind of get a response from you.
All right, Money Dame, here we go.
Oh, Lord.
What's your preparation in designing your outfits? What's your mindset going into these fashion icons?
That's a good one.
I'll just speak on like when I'm building out like concepts to do a photo shoot. I just get inspired by music, or like if I'm just driving around and I see something. Everybody in the gym everybody who know me know I love Beyonce. Like this my main girl.
Yeah.
that's my main girl. I always have been, and she's a big inspiration. Not just because she's Beyonce, but like her work ethic and her craft and things like she put into it to make sure like it's great when she's putting it out. So I had went on a hiatus for a while, and when I heard "Break My Soul," I was like, "This is really good. Like, how can I unbreak my soul?" Because I had fell out of love with fashion for a while, and then when I heard Renaissance, I was like, "Okay, this is it. I know the direction." And I know exactly where I want to go with this. And so her whole project like inspired me to like unleash everything that I have been feeling like. And I'm not even a big disco fan. I don't even like the glitters and the sparkle compared to what people might believe. But I was just like able to like release all of, I would say like the negative energy that I had when I went into this shoot. All the negative thoughts that I had, and just like fill them more with positivity. So like music really inspires me to, like really put my creative into play.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, most definitely.
That was a great question, bro.
He like, yeah.
I'm learning from the best.
Yeah. You know why it's so cool to hear that, because like I like music, I love music as well, but to hear when you said you was inspired to do what you've done on camera because of music, I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought it was just a secret talent, like that was just your thing. I didn't know it could have been challenging for you, because I still, if I could fit in that jacket that I keep asking about, I would be at the next Mean Green gala. Like,
one day I might put my little sewing skills to use and sew some things up.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not gonna lie. It's fun. It's weird listening to a creative's brain, because he's like, the music.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
He's shopping by music and buying. I shop by the price. I look on that right side of that tag. I be like, ooh, that Lululemon costs. Ooh.
But I am cheap when it comes to getting the clothes. I will say.
So you know how to shop.
I bargain shop. I shop around to make sure that I can get the best price. But I try to use designers and things like that for the most part. But yeah, music really helps. There's been times I've been inspired by the gym. Like I have so many concepts like just around fitness as a whole. But I gotta finish working out with Jared to get to where I want to be. But yeah, it's a couple of things I want to be inspired by the gym for sure.
That's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it, Dame. Let's leave with this, and I'm hoping that you guys have been enjoying today's show. Y'all don't know, y'all are in for a serious treat when you get money on. So, Dame, 2 questions. All right. The first one is more serious. The second one's a little bit more funnier.
Okay.
All right. Okay. First question I have here for you, the serious one. We talked about being inspired and being able to meet just so many different friends from the gym. Who would you say, man, it would be dope to bring them on the podcast, because we may not hear their voice a lot? Who would that person be, and why?
Let me see.
Draft this message.
Right. Should get his phone out. I'm texting.
It's so many people. I'm trying to see someone from the 5 o'clock.
And if we need to do a double one, it can be 2 in one show.
Absolutely. One in particular, I see her all the time. I speak to her. I think we really talked a lot during the Murph workout. I don't know if you had her, but Liz,
from Beast Mode Games, wanted to play stuff. Oh, Elizabeth, yeah. Elizabeth F.
Yes, I would love to see her on the Mean Green Show.
Let's do this. Can we do a close-up? I'm about to get my best smile. Liz, money has spoken. We need you on the podcast show. You came, I think she was 3rd place. Was second or third?
Amazing.
3rd place out of 100 ladies. Like, beast mode.
Liz
we
is a
need
beast,
you here.
y'all.
Okay, consider it done.
She's a beast. Like when I see her in class, and soon we be
You wrote it
outside
down.
running, I be like, all right, let me step it up a little bit. Let me catch up with Liz.
Yeah.
Cause like she really has it, and like she put her all into the workout. And then she goes from that and do boxing.
Oh, she's yeah.
I'm be like, y'all, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Every time I look at her, I be like, I'm too old for that.
I'm like, this workout done killed me, baby.
Baby.
I be like, no, I can't do it. So, I would just love to like see what motivates her and pushes her to still like come every day. Cause I know she work. I don't know what kind of work she does.
She'll be perfect.
Yeah, I think she'll be perfect.
I know a little of her story. She'll be perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. I'll see you later.
Liz, we gonna get you, girl.
We're gonna get you. All right. Was that it?
Yeah, it's some more people come to mind, but I'm drawing blanks when it comes to names, even though I know all of y'all.
Right.
Not so
Second
serious
one.
question.
You say what?
Not so serious question.
Right. You ready? This one's kind of funny.
Okay.
So you have certain people in your life that you text and call because you need them, and that person for me sometimes is Money Dame.
Yeah.
What would you tell Tina right now? What comes to mind right now? Like, what would you tell freaking my wife, Christina? What would you tell her?
Tina, I love you.
That's it.
I love you so much. You're the apple of my eye.
Oh,
You do so much for the gym. I'm gonna say nothing but positive things.
yeah.
But no, I really do love Tina. I remember when I first met her, I was like, is she gonna like me?
Really?
Yeah, I always ask myself if somebody gonna like me.
Okay.
Cause she just sat in the car. She ain't come in here. She was sitting in the car with the twins, and she just anytime somebody walked outside, she do this out the window. She ain't do that there.
Oh, was that during COVID or
Yes.
before COVID?
No, I think it was during COVID.
Okay, yeah, she ain't
So
playing around.
she wasn't coming out the car.
Yeah.
And even when Jason had his going away party, she sat in the bag.
She sure did.
And she didn't do that. I was like, is she gonna like me? So I just went over there, I spoke, and then I left. And then over time, I got to see her and got to know her. And I just love her. So sweet.
I love her too.
So funny. Do right by Chris.
Do right
Don't
by
get
Chris.
on him. I know sometimes he come to the house late. That's because he be at the gym. He don't help cook. You know, he might put the boys to bed. He might read him a bedtime story.
This sounds like a love song.
You know, he might not do everything that you want him to do, but he's a stand-up guy.
I try.
You know what I mean?
It's funny with Tina, man. When it comes to you, it's just like if I say something like "Dame," she lights up. I can't think of nothing tough or I've said something, but it seemed like I've said something once and she wanted to like, what happened? Like when it came to money, so I can't think of nothing, but it seemed like something happened once. I told her, she's like, what happened? So she love her some Dame. So, but no, I thought that would be funny just to bring her up. But
I love you, girl.
Yeah. All right, J Money. Anything else?
I thought we was ending with questions.
Oh, I got a question.
There we go.
Oh, I thought I did.
I'm scared. What we got?
No.
He said that with a very deep voice, didn't he?
It gets deep sometimes. Y'all be up in here grunting in the gym. It trips everybody out. It takes everybody out. I'm like, who is that?
Oh, no. He be getting out.
Oh, this Dave. I did go blank. We're gonna call something called the Fitness Bible. What are your top 5 things that you would put in your Fitness Bible?
That's a good one to end with.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Fitness Bible. We're gonna ask Chris too, and then we're gonna end it with
Oh, no, that was it. Okay.
Nah, we're gonna ask you too.
Well, let me start thinking.
The top 5 things I would put in my Fitness Bible. Dang. To narrow it down, I feel like as a trainer, this is a question that if somebody asks you, you should be like, boom, let's go.
But it's not that easy.
It's not.
It's never that easy.
It's not me.
It's not your thing.
No, it's not my ministry. I don't know. Top 5 in my Fitness Bible.
Okay, we can say consistency.
My number 1 has to always is gonna be mental.
Okay. That's a good one.
My number 1 is always gonna be that. So I guess if I had a testament, it's to get your mind right.
Preach, brother. Preach.
You gotta have your minds right. You
Get
walk
your
through this
mind
though,
right.
because you never know what the workout gonna be.
I'm gonna leave that as a full embodying point, because it's more than just this workout's tough, I need to get my mind right. No, it's actually getting your mind right. Like,
that is true.
Your fitness journey is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Get your mind right to fight that battle. At some point you're gonna want to quit. Get your mind right to not quit. So get your mind right. Number 1 for me. Number 2, I would say get in the Army.
Yeah.
The more people you have backing you, the harder it is to not push forward.
Friendships.
Yep.
Cultivate those friendships within the gym. All right.
Number 3, I guess I would go with, and this one has to do with pushing your limits. Push your limits. That would be number 3 for me.
Not me. I don't like
Even
it.
you push your limits.
Who y'all? Jeremy hit me up in this thing like.
Push your limits.
Who was the time I almost walked out, y'all, in the session? He can tell you about it.
So I'll cut this one in half because it's the same as getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like if you are in a position where you're like not comfortable, you're getting uncomfortable, you're pushing your limits. So that's what I mean by that, and you do that. So
absolutely
relax.
He said, "Pipe down."
Number 4 would probably be to set goals, set attainable goals. What we talk about all the time. If you're working with no direction, if you're working blind, you're not working towards anything at all. So that would be my number 4, and then my 5th one. Don't quit.
That's a good one.
Don't quit. So none of those had anything to do with actually working out.
Everything to do with working out.
But no, it still goes in the fitness Bible.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So it's not. Yeah, I didn't
not
say
fitness per se.
I didn't say lift 135 pounds this week and next week 145.
Yeah.
Although he had me doing that, but okay.
Funny. Y'all both looking at me like, go.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Jared and I we get along and we got a lot of common interests. So it's kind of hard not to repeat some of the same things. So I'll try my best. But number 1, discipline. Man, in my Bible of fitness, there's everything against what you want to do, and you got to be disciplined to stay course. Whether it's nutrition, working out, mentality, just got to be disciplined if you really want to achieve what you want to achieve. So number 1, in no specific order. Number 2 would be love what you do, don't do what you love. And what I mean by that, fitness is a variety, right? It may be yoga and meditation and breathing. It may be Pilates. It may be strength and conditioning. It may be sports. Like, fall in love with what you want to do and don't do what you don't love. It make no sense for me right now to go do water aerobics, right? 208 in that water ain't gonna flow too long, right? And I won't do that consistency. I won't be consistent and be that won't be sustainable for me. So I really believe do what you love, don't do what you don't in fitness. Number 3, Jared said that one. Number 3, I was gonna say something about being that battery got tired.
I'm sitting done.
Done. Y'all done. Number 3, discipline. I like number 3. Number 3 in fitness for me, be around who you want to be around when you do fitness. And what I mean by that, I grew up with a lot of different cats, right, and family as well. There's some people in my family or people I grew up with, they don't do fitness. So why would I surround myself with them when I'm trying to do fitness? I didn't say period. But if I have a homie, if they just want to smoke and drink and not work out and they make fun of that, if I hang around them day and night, how consistent will I be at working out? So when I'm trying to do fitness things, I want to hang around people that do fitness things. So I will put that in my Bible. Number 4, you don't know everything in fitness. That's number 4. Like, you don't know everything. If I can show you workouts that I've made in 2009, it look a lot different than what they look like in 2022, right? So I'm real big on just being an open book and listening and learning. I'm real big on shutting up when someone's smarter than you. You know, I love being in a room in fitness when I can listen to people that know way more than I know. That's the only way I learn. So that would be number 4. Number 5, I like what was your 5th? You said something smooth. You said don't quit. That was smooth. Number 5 for me would be repeat. Man, if it's not broken, you don't have to fix it. If it works, why stop? I don't like losing. I don't like starting over. That is so hard for me, right? So why start over?
Right.
Just keep repeating what works. So that came from the book of Chris.
This is Chris Fitness Bible, y'all.
Book of Green.
The book of Green.
The Book of Green.
All right, Dame, I got one for you.
Oh, wow.
So you know we had to get 5, so you got to get 5.
Oh,
Got
God.
him. Thought he was gonna get away with that.
I did. I didn't think I was gonna do
but
this,
not those
y'all.
5, though.
Okay.
Not those 5. Your 5 is, let's just say Billy Bob opened that door right now, and you had to give him 5 tips about Mean Green.
Dang. What you've done?
What do you tell the people?
I will say, one, you have to be open-minded. You really, really do. Because if you come in here thinking, I know for me, I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Mm-hmm.
And you come in here, you see people lifting heavy weight. You know, everybody know exactly where they're going. They're going to their spots. They're speaking to everyone. Yeah, I feel like you have to be open-minded and be willing to like accept what you're about to walk into. So one is open-minded. 2. Dang, it's crazy. This is hard now.
Make it
It's
hard.
on me. 5 tips if someone walked through the Mean Green door. Okay. Dang, this is hard, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna take about 10 minutes.
Take your time.
2. I'm just saying if it was me. I was open-minded. Besides being open-minded, I say, crap, this is really hard.
Tough,
Dang,
right?
this is
So
tough.
okay, I'm gonna help you. Billy Bob comes in. You said number 1 was what?
Being open-minded.
Hey.
All right, number
gotta be
2,
open-minded.
Billy Bob comes in and says, besides being open-minded, what would you recommend when I work out for my first time?
What would
That
I
make it
recommend?
harder?
That did make it harder
Dang,
because
Chris.
you have to.
That's it. You about to say it. You about to say it. Go for it.
Wait.
You about to say number 2?
Um,
Dang, I messed him up.
you did. No, you're fine. If I look at someone and look like they worked out before,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm like, I might recommend someone if they ask me, because there have been times people recommend like, hey, what would I do if, you know, I've done power cleans before, but I've never done this many in the fast pace. I gauge up like, maybe you could do probably like 25. Let's just try 75 pounds as a
Okay.
whole. So I'll say what was the question again?
What would you recommend for someone that come in for the very first time about Mean Green?
Off the street.
And what we were talking about was, what if they asked you about the workout for the
About
first
the
time?
workout. When I explain it to them, but then I tell them like, get a feel for it, you know, gauge yourself,
That's it.
and see if you can actually complete it without, you know, being dog. You're gonna be dog dead tired.
Either way.
Make sure you're not like completely defeated, like, oh my God, I can't do this no more.
That's perfect. So
You know,
you said
feel it out.
open-minded,
Yes, feel it out and gauge gauge the workout.
gauge the workouts too. So what would you tell them about the
Y'all,
coach?
this is so hard. I don't think y'all understand.
You're doing great. You're doing great. What would you tell them about the coach
It's
of the
so
hour?
easy to sit on a couch and hear a question with nobody around you, no cameras, and be like,
You're like, oh, I got it. Cause I do y'all like that.
No, I do that when I'm watching like Family Feud.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
at
I know that
Family Feud.
answer. And then they pop up there. I would have killed this show. And
Have
then
you ever
go
played
there.
it? The game?
We played Family Feud for my work.
That game is hard.
I was like,
That
oh my
game is
God.
hard.
I couldn't think of nothing. But when somebody else went, I was like, that's it.
What's the number after 5?
2. What? I was like, how you get that?
It's going so fast.
Because you think this is a trick question? After 5 what?
6. The person background 6, but you like, no. Yeah. Dang. Okay. What was the question again, Chris? I mean.
Oh, no. So you good. So 3 was, so if somebody was coming in for the first time and it was a coach on the floor, what would you tell them about the coach? Would you say, don't talk to him, go talk to him?
No. One, I'll bring the coach to them. Like, that's what I do all the time.
Yeah.
One, I introduce myself first. I'll be like, hey, I'm Money Dame. I am on staff. Nah, but I do.
Yeah.
I do, but I pretty much like give them like the ins and outs of the gym. You know, I tell them like you can pick your spot. I let them know where the workout is. I let them know who the coach is. Bring the coach over to introduce themselves so they can feel welcome. You
I
never
like
want
that.
to walk into a spot where you're not feeling welcome.
I like it.
It can be very intimidating.
That's perfect.
And yeah.
4. What would you tell them about?
They had to coach me through this one.
No, you good. Outside of Mean Green, they come into the gym, but obviously we have different things we do outside the gym. Would you recommend they come? What would you be?
Oh, absolutely. First day, like, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, come to the gala.
Yeah.
Oh my God, come to pickleball.
Yeah.
Girl, you should play flag football.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's like so fun. Like, I really, I wish people could come. Well, you could come, like, really experience like the Mean Green experience, because that's what it really is.
I love it. That's it.
Yeah.
So the fifth one, Billy Bob, it was the name, Jared? Billy Bob.
Billy
He
Bob
came
Thornton.
in, he did everything you did. Now it's time, he's leaving. What would you tell him before he's leaving?
Ask him, are you going to come back?
That's it.
How do you like the workout?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I liked it. Oh, they talk about their work schedule. Then I started acting like I'm Christian. And started telling the
Shout out to
packages.
Christian.
Shout out to Christian. Y'all, sometimes I feel like I get the packages wrong. Then I throw it to somebody else. I throw it to somebody else. I'm like, I got this. You know what? Christian, what's the promotion? And so, but they like that. They like when somebody is open, honest. And I tell them, like, girl, the workout going to be hard.
Yeah.
But you're going to get through it.
Right.
I got through it.
That's
you should
it.
have saw me my first day.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, that spoke from the book of Dame.
Yes.
Spoke from the book of Dame.
I hope y'all enjoyed me because I enjoyed this.
No, it was awesome, man.
Definitely.
Having you on, I'm gonna definitely work on. We gotta work on Liz. Trying to get Liz out.
Please.
I believe you got it in the phone. So, want to be respectful to everybody's time. So thank you. Hey guys, I'm gonna put a link down below. Our goal is to inspire, but also to give back. Real big to my heart in the Christmas season is to give back. We have a grandmother taking care of her 8 grandkids, not by choice, right, but by being a great grandmother. And we want to make sure that Christmas list is something that we can execute because they deserve Christmas just like other kids. So we have QR codes around the gyms, but also we'll put the link down below. But it's not something that we're pushing you guys to do, but if you do have the heart to give in this season, we definitely would love for you to be a part of it. Other than that, man, that's all that I have. If y'all don't have nothing else, we'll get out of here.
Love y'all for those who are watching. I'll see y'all one day in the class.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make your class at 6 a.m. Actually, it was on my list today, but I woke up late.
Now you said it on camera.
I did.
Now you said it on
So I'm
camera. So we'll get that in. We'll get that in.
I got you Thursday.
We'll get that in. So, hey, to the production team, we really thank you. We love you guys.
Salute
Other than that, you
you
can
guys.
press stop right under that record button, and we out of here. Love you guys.